We grow up being told that masturbation is bad, but actually, it can be the key to unlocking the best sex of your life. Hey guys, I'm Alex Grendy, a men's sex coach here to help you overcome performance anxiety in the bedroom and become the best lover you can be. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell on so you can stay up to date with all of my new videos. In this video, I'm gonna cover, is masturbation bad for you? I'm also gonna share my thoughts on masturbation for those people who are in relationships. There are so many different factors in our lives that tell us that masturbation is bad. Whether it's religion shaming it, or females being shamed that if they masturbate, then they're sluts, and men growing up thinking that if they're caught masturbating, that they're a bad person. So they're always, we're hiding it and we're masturbating in secret so we don't get caught. So all of these factors tell us that we should be ashamed of our sexuality. We should be ashamed of masturbation and this idea that we want to feel pleasure and we want to touch ourselves and be intimate with ourselves. So with society telling us that this is bad for us, it's no wonder why so many people have suppressed sexuality, are unable to feel pleasure and feel blocked down there. And the truth is, masturbation can be the key to unlocking the best sex of your life. Now, let me just get clear. As a man, I do practice semen retention and I share my beliefs and the benefits of semen retention on this channel and in my life. So, do I think that men masturbating every day to ejaculation is a good thing? No. That is not, in my opinion, the best way to practice intentional and sacred sexuality. In Taoism, they believe that men have a very finite amount of sexual energy. So this means we need to cultivate our life force and be very mindful of how we use it. So if we're just masturbating to ejaculation every single day to get that release, we will be depleting ourselves of that vital life force energy. So that is not the best approach. If as a man you're using ejaculation as a way to just release stress and that's how you're experiencing your self-pleasure practice, then there are healthier options for you. And what I'm talking about is connecting deeper to your pleasure, connecting to your whole body, being able to not just sit in a computer chair watching porn crouched over and like masturbating like this. I'm talking about having a full body experience. So being able to connect to all of the different parts of your body and every single area and pleasure zone so you can have these full body orgasm experiences without the ejaculation. So this is what I mean when masturbation can completely change your sex life forever. As a man, when you go from having these quick peak ejaculations that are just like boom, 5, 10, 15 seconds of pleasure, to having these full body experiences where you're just in pleasure for 10, 20, 30 minutes, the entire time during intercourse, it changes your sex life forever. There's no kind of going back. Ejaculations are still amazing and really, really pleasurable, but being able to connect during sex and feel this pleasure all over your body is just a totally new way to experience sex and connection with your partner and with yourself. And this can only be cultivated through self-pleasure. And how you practice with yourself is how you are going to be intimate with your partner. So if you're able to last longer and feel full body pleasure with yourself, then you can bring that into the bedroom with your partner and have these amazing, long-lasting, pleasurable, and deep intimate experiences. When masturbation is done mindfully and with intention, it can be the single most important thing to expanding your pleasure potential and making you have the best sex of your life. Now for women, according to Taoism, women have unlimited amounts of sexual energy. So this means the more you orgasm, the more life force energy you get, the more creative energy, the more vibrant you will be. They say the more a woman orgasms, the longer she's gonna live. So this is amazing news for the women watching this and understanding that the more you tap into your sexual energy, the more orgasms you experience, the more vitality you will have. So with this being said, masturbation is so important for women. Being able to connect to that orgasmic experience is just gonna give you so much more life, so much more energy, and you're gonna be able to bring that into all different areas of your life. So while society tells you that you're gonna be a slut if you masturbate, you can completely forget about that and understand that it is so important for you, that it's literally healthy for you. So there are ways that you can release this shame, release this guilt, and start naturally connecting to yourself the way you're supposed to and the way that life intended you to. The clitoris has the most nerve endings of any other part of the body. It was literally designed for pleasure. So no differently than the way that I explained with the men, the more you connect to your body as a woman, the more you can feel, the more pleasure you understand about yourself, the more you're gonna be able to bring that into the bedroom with your partner. If you are comfortable with masturbation, if you can bring yourself to orgasm regularly in different ways, whether it's penetration, clitoral, all different types of stimulation, vibrator, no vibrator, with an object, without an object, the more you're gonna be able to unlock and experience not only with yourself, but with your partner. Getting comfortable with yourself through masturbation is the key to being able to have that comfort with a partner. This is the first step in understanding your body, knowing exactly what you like, knowing what speed you like, what size you like, what different sensations feel like for you, so you can be comfortable not only when you're with yourself, but when you're intimate with your partner. So lastly, I want to talk about masturbation in relationships. It's so common, and so often I'll talk to a couple and I'll be like speaking with friends and asking a female partner, does she masturbate? And she's like, why would I masturbate? That's what I have, for. And men will say the same thing. Why would I masturbate if I can just have sex with my partner? And this idea is so crazy to me. Our partners are not there to be sex objects for us, People think that, oh, we're in a relationship now, so I get an allotment of X amount of times per week that I get to have sex with you. This is part of the agreement. Hey, I'm in an exclusive relationship with you. That means you have to give me sex. And it's like, Jesus. Guys, especially the men, this is not how it works. Just because you're in a committed relationship doesn't mean you deserve to have sex with your partner 3 times per week, every week. Doesn't work that way. So you need to be mindful. You need to be able to check in with your partner. If you're in a more beautiful, connected state, then maybe you will have more sex during that month than you would in the next month if there's conflict and you're having stress and there's different pressures. So obviously, you can't just expect your partner to be there for you when you're horny and you want to have sex, whether you're a man or a woman. Our partners are not there just as sex objects. It's so important not to think like, oh, whenever I'm horny, I can just ask my partner. That's not intentional lovemaking. That's using your partner. And while that can be done mindfully, if you're very open and honest and intentional about that, if you ask your partner, hey, I just want to have quick sex to get off, and they agree and they also want that, of course that's fine. But being really intentional and mindful of not just allowing in sex and thinking like, oh, my partner wants to have sex, so I'll just have sex and deal with it and kind of take one for the team. This is really devaluating the sex in your relationship, and it will just go lower and lower and start this steady decline of disconnection and really unenjoyable sexual experiences. No one wants that. The men don't want that when they know their partner is so disinterested. It's a horrible feeling. So when we're responsible for our own pleasure and we feel horny and hey, you ask your partner and you want to connect with her and she's not in the mood, you need to be able to be responsible for your pleasure and go and have a self-pleasure practice and be excited about your own self-pleasure practice. That if you're a female, okay, now I get to try one of my toys or do something that I really love by myself and really have a beautiful experience. And as a man, you can do the same thing and work on moving your sexual energy and having full body pleasure with yourself and exploring all of these different parts of your body. For me, I think it's so important to have that time alone, to really get that opportunity without any pressure, without any thinking about someone else, to have that time to learn about yourself, cultivate your own sexual energy so you can bring that part back into the bedroom with your partner. So for me, I think having masturbation as a regularity in your relationship and supporting each other to have that practice is a huge key in having more connected and beautiful sexual experiences. Let's just say as a man, your partner wants to have sex with you and you're just not in the mood, you're not able to get there, and being able to still have this amazing experience where your partner is still having pleasure and you're supporting her in that way. Whether that's just watching her or you know, touching her nipple while she's playing with herself, or kissing her, or touching her in a really sensual way. So you can still be a part of her sexual experience. You can be a part of her masturbation. And this way you're not just like having sex when you don't want to and trying to force something when it's not there. This will go such a long way in your relationship. And I personally love to have mutual masturbation sessions with my partners where we're both just kind of sitting next to each other, we're watching each other masturbate, and this can be an amazing way to really see and understand how your partner touches herself, or how she can see how you touch yourself, the pressure, the speed, so she can understand your likes and dislikes, and vice versa. So if you haven't already figured it out, I think masturbation is so important, and I think self-pleasure can be the key to unlocking the best sex of your life. If you're a man who's really struggling to connect with yourself and doesn't have a lot of confidence during sex, click the link below for my free training on how you can last as long as you want in the bedroom and pleasure any woman in ways she'll never forget. I hope this video was of value to you, and if it was, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. How do you feel about masturbation? Do you think it's bad, or do you think it's something that can really unlock the best sex of your life? I would love to hear from you in the comment section below, and feel free to suggest topics for new videos. I'm Alex Grendy from Superior Lovers, and I'll see you around.